rewind to 1980s as Wonder Woman's next big screen adventure finds her facing two new foes, Max Lord and the Cheetah. Hey guys, and welcome to my new movie review. For those who have just discovered my YouTube channel, this is an absolutely incredibly warm welcome. So good to have you here. I really appreciate you clicking on this link for my personal review on Wonder Woman 84, aka WW84, however you want to see it as, guys. This is the direct sequel to Wonder Woman, the original film, as in the one with Gal Gadot. This is literally the direct sequel to that movie. And straight off the bat, guys, I need to talk to you about something. And the reason why I want to go into this straight away is because of the fact that I don't want you guys to miss out on this. And because a lot of audience members, the cinema was literally packed that I went to last night. I did see the advanced screening of Wonder Woman 84. And I had to tell you this really quickly before I forget. There is a post-credit scene to this movie, and I kid you not, in any way, shape, or form at all, the post-credit scene for this movie, guys, was so unbelievably, brilliantly, amazingly. It's a very quick scene, but I was sitting there, and the guy in front of me in the cinema literally was saying the exact same thing that I was. Literally. We just could not believe what we were watching at this point in time. Literally. We were both sitting there going, wow, wow, wow. Okay, wow. I kid you not, guys. When you see the movie, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. So something about film, as an audience member, that we need to understand when going into it. There's two really, really vital things that need to happen in a film in order for us to be completely transformed as an audience member. For us as an audience member to be completely captivated and taken in and just purely entertained from the start of the film to the end of the film. And two things straight off the bat that I was so unbelievably, ridiculously impressed with was, one, the Warner Brothers logo opening and the DC opening. That was awesome. Guys, this movie is an absolute juggernaut masterpiece in filmmaking. I am not in any way, shape, or form at all, to any degree, am I kidding you. Wonder Woman 84 stands the test of time in filmmaking. 1000%. Literally. The character chemistry is perfect. The storyline is so well executed. Oh my gosh, the direction of the film. Thank you, Patty Jenkins. Seriously, and if you didn't know, Patty Jenkins is also the one who is the director of Wonder Woman, the first film with Gal Gadot. And she's come back to reprise this one. And there's a massive reason why. Because, oh my goodness, does the execution of this film stand the test of time? Guys, I'm not kidding you. There are so many moments in this movie, literally in every way, shape, or form. There are so many moments in this movie, guys, that I, as an audience member, literally thought several times that Superman was about to come into the screen. Literally. Guys, as you know, my nickname is Superman Steve. That's who I am. That's what I'm known as, guys. Literally. There are so many times in this film that the energy, the electricity in this film was so heightened, was so real, was so authentic, was so unbelievably captivating me as an audience member to every degree imaginable. Literally. That I literally felt tangibly like Superman himself was about to fly into this film. In fact, I literally thought to myself several times in this film, Superman, right now, Henry Cavill, place him in the movie this second right now. This movie has just leaped. Like, I felt it as an audience member. I felt what was happening. I literally was totally captivatedly transformed, transfigured, oh my gosh. This movie, literally. Okay, I know this is an extreme call. I know it's an extreme call, but I really, really mean this. One, there are so few movies that I've ever seen in my entire life just as a person, right? That I could literally leave the cinema and say to myself, I could literally rewatch that movie all over again. And I'm going to get to that in a second, guys. This movie was so good. It was so good that I actually legitimately I really do, guys. I put this movie at the level. I know what you're going to think. I know what you're going to say after I say this, but I'm just being honest with you because it's my opinion, guys. At The Godfather. I know. I really mean that. Wonder Woman 84 is going to stand the test of time. It is that good. The editing is so perfect. It is so perfect, guys. The editing in this film is literally flawless. The acting from every single cast member, it was just so unbelievably powerful every second of the way. Wonder Woman 84 is one of the greatest movies that has ever crossed cinema. Seriously. The fact that this movie hasn't opened up to more of an audience member is the biggest heartbreak to me. Now, I want to talk about a character in this movie, Pedro Pascal. Pedro Pascal plays the character of Maxwell Lord. And his character in this movie, guys, wow. His character development throughout the movie is absolutely it's stratospheric amazing. It doesn't just launch from him being this to this. He has the most slow and unbelievable powerfully build up to a character in movie that I haven't seen in such a long time. Seriously, I bought every second of it. His character development was so executed. And speaking of character development executed and the way that it just launched as well was Kirsten Wiig, who plays the character of Barbara. Again, her character development at the beginning to where she ends up is so good. I mean, it is so unbelievably, powerfully, dynamically, just breathtakingly, oh my gosh, you guys. I kid you not in any way, shape, or form. Honestly, every single part of this movie captivated me completely. It consumed me as an audience member. Seriously. There's one part of this movie, and that's it, that was a little bit toned down because it was actually transitioning. Other than that, this movie's line of just heightenedness was just purified throughout the entire film, guys. And I know that you're wondering, if those of you have seen the trailer for this movie, I know that you're wondering how Steve Trevor comes back. And that element of the movie was probably the only element of the movie that made me go, really though? But in saying that, it's a comic book movie, guys. It's a comic book movie. It's not real. Even though the reality of the movie was so unbelievably executed in every way, shape, or form. And guys, I haven't even spoken about Gal Gadot, who plays Wonder Woman herself. Wow. So, the way Steve Trevor, who's played by Chris Pine, actually comes into the movie is just so... It's kind of a what the like WTF moment. Like it kind of is. It kind of is like a WTF moment. Because he comes into the movie and he's not who he is. As in visually. You'll see, and for those of you who've been following me for any period of time, I don't do spoilers in my movie review, guys, at all. I just give you the heart of it, the chunk of it. Now, he comes in and he's not visually who you'd think he is. So they transform his character. But the way they do that is unbelievably it's really, really beautiful. Because we end up seeing Steve in her eyes. Not the way he actually is, which is a beautiful, beautiful nod. The CGI in this movie is so perfectly on point. It is brilliant. It's breathtaking. Gal Gadot's her as Wonder Woman, her character in this movie is so unbelievably perfected. It really, really is, guys. And guys, I'm going to talk to you now about a score part of this movie that I found so unbelievably perfectly timed. And it worked so well in Batman v Superman Dawn of Justice. It works so well in that movie that they actually put it in this movie because Wonder Woman 84 is in the DCEU, the DC Extended Universe. So it's in the universe as well. And so because of the fact that it's in the universe, they were able to use the score from Batman v Superman Dawn of Justice into Wonder Woman 84. And the clip that I'm about to talk to you about, guys, as I said, no spoilers. I'm just letting you know where it is. So in Batman v Superman Dawn of Justice, it's actually the sequence when Batman, as a child, is being transformed at the very, very, very beginning of the film, transformed into up to the tunnel where the bats come and do their thing, and he's floating, right? And if those of you have seen that movie, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. And if you haven't already, go and see Batman v Superman Dawn of Justice before you see this movie, because this piece of music that I'm talking about will make perfect sense to you. That scene, right? That same audio, the audio element, okay, the score of that piece of music is right towards the end of Wonder Woman 84. Like it literally right at the end, and it is so perfect. They have literally put this piece of music in unbelievably, brilliantly, magnificently perfect. I can't even express it enough, guys. It was magnificent. It was so perfect. And to give you more context around that scene, and I'm not going to give anything away, it's not a spoiler. It's when the lasso of truth is around Maxwell's ankle. Okay, I'll tell you that. All right, so you know what to look for when you see it. That is the exact same piece of music that they use in Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice. The exact same piece of music, guys. This movie is masterful. It is. And for those of you who have been following my channel for any period of time, I certainly have not forgot about this. And you know the answer to this before I even give it to you, because of exactly how I've expressed my thoughts, emotions, and feelings towards this movie already. Guys, does Wonder Woman 1984 have in its core essential thing, in my personal opinion, guys, that I feel that film needs to be filmed, in my personal opinion, does it have its core element essential thing that I like to call, guys, rewatchability, guys? Does Wonder Woman 84 have rewatchability, guys? You have no idea. Wonder Woman 84 has so much rewatchability, guys, like I said at the beginning of this movie review, that I could have easily quite happily, literally, gone right back into the cinema and watched this movie all over again. Literally, without even battering my eyelid. This movie is an absolute masterpiece in filmmaking to every degree imaginable at all. Literally. And for those of you who have been following my channel for any period of time, I want to say thank you before I get into this. But you know that I love to give you guys trivia, and I'm actually not going to tell you the trivia from IMDb. I'm actually going to tell you the trivia that I know personally from this film, and I'm pretty sure it will be in IMDb anyway. But I'm going to let you know straight off the cuff what the trivia that I know is, guys. So it's trivia time! At the end of this movie, guys, you'll actually see a guy on a merry-go-round, like that, going around, a guy holding his daughter. That man is Gal Gadot's daughter and real-life husband in real life. Next piece of trivia is, guys, shooting the scene in this movie where you see the massive building in the background and Steve Trevor and Diana are walking along this massive water, I don't know where that is in the world, but there's a big water feature. Gal Gadot actually said in an interview that night of shooting was actually one of the worst nights of shooting that they had, because there was mosquitoes everywhere and she was getting absolutely attacked. But obviously we couldn't see the mosquitoes because of the way that where the camera angling was, but apparently there was mosquitoes absolutely everywhere. So there you go. Next piece of trivia is, guys, during the reshoots of Wonder Woman 1984, Gal Gadot herself was actually pregnant, and again, just like the first movie, they had to CGI her pregnant belly out of the film. Absolutely incredible. Guys, I'm going to leave you with that because of the fact that I just want you to go and see this movie for yourselves, because I literally can't talk this movie up enough. Seriously, Wonder Woman 1984 stands the test of time in film. It is an absolute masterpiece. I can't wait to hear your comments in the comment section below. What did you think about Wonder Woman 84? Did you love it as much as I did? Because this movie is an absolute masterpiece. I appreciate your time. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much for being here. If you're new, please don't forget to go and subscribe. Click that bell for notifications, and please, if you enjoy my movie reviews, leave a thumbs up. That way I know you're appreciating my content just as much as I appreciate you guys viewing it. Thank you so much, guys. This is Superman Steve, appreciating you guys always, bringing you the movie review for Wonder Woman 84. Flying out!